in a lush green forest filled with tall trees, chirping insects, and the soothing sound of rustling leaves, there lived a tortoise. He was known among the forest creatures for his slow movement and his constant pride in a strong, protective shell. To him, his shell was not just a part of his body. It was his home, his safety, and his greatest possession. One warm afternoon, the tortoise wandered slowly beneath a large tree, searching for a cool place to rest. As he settled comfortably under the shade, he looked up and noticed a small bird's nest resting on one of the branches above. The nest was made of dry twigs, leaves, and bits of grass, carefully woven together. It swayed gently with the breeze. The tortoise squinted his eyes and examined the nest closely. How can someone live in something like that? He wondered aloud. Just then, a small bird flew in gracefully and landed in the nest. She adjusted a few twigs with her beak and settled in comfortably. The tortoise chuckled mockingly and called out to the bird, "What a shabby home you have! It is made of broken twigs, it has no roof, and it looks so crude. And the worst part is, you had to build it yourself. I think my house, which is my shell, is far better than your nest." The bird looked down calmly at the tortoise. She was not offended, but instead smiled gently. "I know it may look crude," she replied, "and yes, it is made of broken sticks and simple materials. It may even appear shabby to you, but it is open to nature. I built it with my own hard work, and I truly like it." The tortoise lifted his head proudly and said, "I suppose it's like any other nest, but certainly not better than mine. You must be jealous of my shell. It is strong, durable, and I carry it everywhere I go. I don't have to worry about building or fixing anything." The bird tilted her head thoughtfully and replied, "On the contrary, my home has space for family and friends. It is a place where I can welcome others, share warmth, and create memories. Your shell, while strong and protective, cannot accommodate anyone other than you. Maybe you have a better house, but I have a better home." The tortoise fell silent. He had never thought about it that way before. To him, a home was simply a place of comfort and safety. But the bird's words made him think deeper. As he watched the bird, he noticed how she flew out and returned with food, how she carefully arranged her nest, and how she seemed happy in her simple dwelling. Days passed, and the tortoise often returned to the same tree. One day, he noticed that the bird was no longer alone. There were tiny chirping chicks in the nest, and the bird was feeding them lovingly. Soon, another bird joined them, bringing food and helping care for the young ones. The nest, though small and simple, was now full of life, warmth, and joy. The tortoise observed quietly. He realized that despite his strong shell, he was always alone. His home protected him, but it did not provide companionship, laughter, or shared moments. Meanwhile, the bird's nest, though fragile and simple, was filled with love and togetherness. One evening, as the sun set and painted the sky in shades of orange and gold, the tortoise looked up at the lively nest and said softly, "I understand now. A house may protect the body, but a home nourishes the heart." The bird smiled warmly and replied, "Exactly. A true home is not measured by strength or appearance, but by the love and connections it holds." From that day on, the tortoise no longer compared his shell to the nest. Instead, he appreciated the deeper meaning of what it meant to truly belong somewhere.